rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one chief rockin' Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? All right. I see my people out there. I see y'all. Shout out to all my people. Y'all know how we get things cranked up or crunk up. Let's crank things up. Y'all know the vibes. Blue tears, orange tears, Blorange Tears. Bim. Let's go. Let's get it. JJ in the building. Jay, what's good, man? I see Jay out there. DSJ, the original DSJ. Mr. 12 Floors in the building. I see y'all. South BK is in the building. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. King Ember, what's happening? King Ribby is in the building. Okay. Adam is out here. Okay. I see Adam out here. All right. Francisco Carrillo was in the building. Mr. Carrillo was good. What's happening, y'all? Man. So I don't know if I have a topic to chop it up with y'all about, but what I do know is that I want to chop it up with y'all. So just real briefly, I'll read some of the comments. Man, I'm getting fat. Bro, working from home is no. I'm looking at myself. Y'all listen, I'm looking at myself on camera. Man, working from home is no good, man. I need to get. I desperately need to hit a gym. I think I got like that dad body thing going on. Ay, jeez, man. Oh, jeez. Somebody please tell me that somebody please give me an answer for a dad bod. I'm starting to look like Busta Rhymes in here. What's going on? Anyways. Shout out to all my people, right? And I do want to address certain things, man. I do want to address certain things. The Knicks do have some needs. But those will be okay. Right? Those will be okay. What I do want to address is what's happening around the NBA. Should we stand pat or should we go for it? Because we have this weird. We had it at Adam. I'm drinking Minute Maid Zero Sugar. You see that? Can you see that? Zero sugar. Cover the Spread is in the building. What's good, Greenie? And Lil Greenie. Yo, you have never been hyped up for a Knicks basketball game until you hear Lil Greenie chant defense. That get me hyped up, bro. I be wanting to run through a wall. Soon as I hear Lil Greenie chant defense, I be wanting to run through a wall for big fella. You know what I'm saying? But so the things going on around the NBA, I know this is a Knicks channel. I try to keep it in that lane as being a Knicks channel. Right? I try to keep it a Knicks channel, but at the same time, you have to address the stuff going on around the league. Like, what if the Celtics go down tonight? If the Celtics go down tonight, does that mean we're better than what we thought? Chat, if the Celtics lose tonight to Miami, does that mean we are just as good as Boston? Can y'all help me with that? Y'all let me know. What if the Miami Heat, and I had this wild thought, I don't think it'll happen, but at this point, I don't discount anything. Right? What if the Miami Heat sweep the Denver Nuggets? Hey, Mr. Cox, Kerry Cox, what if the Miami Heat sweep the Denver Nuggets? Does that mean what I think it might mean? Y'all let me know what y'all thinking. Consider this. What if the Knicks are the only team that takes 2 games away from the Miami Heat? Does that mean we're better than what we think? Or am I reaching? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that I'm wrong. It's a thought, and I want y'all input on it. Billy Goat says, if they even beat the Nuggets, means we could have been there. Hey, man, listen. See, and and this is for Kerry Cox. Cox, you remember before, okay. Remember at the end of the season, and I was doing a night show with Adam and IKBM Dre, and we were doing the predictions. I have it here on this pad right here. So I have it here on this pad. So it on this based on this, they predicted the Celtics. It don't matter. They predicted the Celtics versus somebody. It don't matter now. And I ain't trying to throw dirt on my guys. Those my guys, right? I'm not trying to make them look bad. What I'm saying is I had to cut Adam off because everybody was talking about, yeah, we might beat Cleveland, but I don't know if we can beat such and such and blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. And one night, I cut Adam off and I said, Eastern Conference Finals, baby! Woo! Anybody remember that? Anybody remember that? Well, I just went off on Freezie Island. I was on Freezie Island saying that the Knicks could legit make the Eastern Conference Finals and maybe even beat the Celtics. Remember I said I wasn't scared of the Celtics? Remember I said we wasn't scared of the Bucks? Y'all remember me saying that, right? Well, now I'm nervous. Because what if the Knicks are closer than what we think? Right? I'm not saying that we are. Notice how I'm phrasing this. Rhetoric is everything. Rhetoric is everything, right? Notice how I'm saying it. I'm not saying that we have the best team in the NBA. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we're a top 5 team in the NBA. What I'm saying is, what if? I'm saying, what if the Knicks are closer than what we think? And see, and Sherwin said, and this is why I love Sherwin being in the chat. This is why I love Sherwin being in the chat right here. Sherwin don't ever do that revisionist. No, I was kind of, he kept it real. He was like, yo, I had us beating Miami and getting swept by Boston. And you know what? Sherwin, I'll admit something to you. I had us beating Miami, and this is where it gets tricky. I had us beating Miami and beating Boston, but if Philly would have made it, I had us losing to Philly. Which is odd, right? I thought Philly was a worse matchup for us. Because I know we can't guard Harden, and I know we can't guard Embiid. Right? I know we can't guard Harden, and I know for a fact we can't guard Embiid. Right? It don't matter how good Mitch looked against Evan Mobley. He can't guard Joel Embiid, period. Especially not for 7 games. Especially not for 7 games. I had us maybe losing to Philly 4-1. But that's my opinion. What do I know? What do I know, right? So I'm asking y'all, basically, if this is the mindset, should the Knicks make wholesale changes? Or should we keep this team as it is? Because if we're closer than what we think, Why change it? Sherwin says, before the season, I had the Knicks as a 10 to 13 best team in the East. Knicks fans that want to fire Tibbs are nuts. I don't know if I want him gone. I just want him to change some stuff. But when you ask certain guys to change, it's not necessarily in their DNA. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is in the building. What's good, boss? A Lot Wise is in the building. Hinton Murphy is in the building. What's good? I see y'all. I see y'all, man. I see you, and I understand where y'all come from. I just saw like 4 or 5 great points at one time. And JJ says running it back is being complacent and settling. Right. I know we need to make changes to some things, but some things we need to just change internally, right? Some things we just need to change internally. Right. For instance, our free throw shooting, getting different players and stuff like that. Some of that stuff we just need to get better at. Some of that stuff we just need to get better at. Right? Kenny Payne says, I wish we could fire a few of the fans. Me? What did I do? Kenny Payne, all I do is drive the conversation. We need to have something to talk about. We need a place to vent, bro. I'm not up here acting like everybody's the expert. Relax, Kenny Payne. Enjoy your job in Louisville. Relax. My thing is ultimately, I'm not gonna lie to you. My thing is ultimately, I think we're in a weird place. It's not a nebulous place, right? It's not a nebulous place. It's not like a place where you don't know where you're at, and no matter what you do, things blah blah blah, boom boom boom. No, it's not that. It's just I don't know where we are. I do know we need to fix 2 things off the rip. Number 1, get Josh Hart ass out of here. Number 2, bring in a wing player that can shoot and score. This team needs 3-point shooting. Get Josh Hart, get him out of here. We don't need fake shooting guards. We need shooting guards that shoot and guard. How about that? Kerry Cox says Austin Reeves. Bingo. Replace Josh Hart with Austin Reeves. If they don't even consider Austin Reeves over Josh Hart, it lets you know cronyism is going on. Yeah, hey, cover the spread is absolutely right. Ain't no love for Hart in the city. Ain't no love all over town. We don't need a energetic Frank Ntilikina here. We already tried the Frank Ntilikina thing. It don't work. And here, I know. I know. Unless we overpay Austin Reeves, right? And then that's being reckless. We don't want to do that. Hey, yo, I get it. I get what y'all say. This is starting to sound like a Fabulous song. Anybody remember the old school rapper Fabulous? Fabo. Anybody remember Fabulous? This is what it's starting to sound like with the love for Josh Hart. Hey, man, how about we do this? How about we let him go peacefully and bring in a shooting guard that shoots and guards? How about that? And then if he won't go, we got to call our goon Cousins, the one that like confrontation. JJ says Fab is Fab. That's my guy. And Fish is in the building. Fish says Reeves got star potential. Yeah, yo, how would you, if you're a Knicks fan, how would you not even consider Austin Reeves over Josh Hart? How is this not a real conversation? How is this not a real conversation? I would even consider Karis LeVert over Josh Hart. I would consider Terrence Ross over Josh Hart right now. You got to give me something on the floor. You can't just be running around on the floor. You just can't be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Take it. I saw Josh Hart commit a charge on a fast break. Josh Hart committed charges on fast breaks, y'all. How do you, bro, you got 70 feet. Josh Hart, you got 70 feet of space. How do you not see that man there? Get him out of here. He trash. And the heartbreaking part is when he played for other teams, I wanted him bad. I wanted him desperately. And yo, I wanted Josh Hart desperately when he played for other teams. I thought he was that guy. But then when I watched him with us, I'm like, oh no. Hey, are you talking about OMP? Hey, Sherwin, is this the kid they call OMP? Amari Moore something? Amari Moore Powell, something like that? Ajay in the building. What's good, boss? Now we talking. Now we talking. Denny F. Deja. You know what? I know exactly what he's going to give us. He knows exactly what he's going to give us, and he's going to do those minor things very well. He's not a starter, right? He ain't a starter yet. But the things that he does them well. He's limited. He's a two-trick pony, right? He's a two-trick pony. But those two tricks, he do them well. Yeah. Yeah. And I see y'all saying then he can't shoot. I get it. He was never a shooter, right? His shooting just hasn't come along, right? His shooting just hasn't. But what does Josh Hart do well? Somebody, because it's the Obi conversation all over again. If y'all could tell me what Josh Hart does without saying the word energy, I might reconsider my stance. Somebody tell me what Josh Hart does without saying the word energy, and listen, and I might reconsider. DSJ says Josh Hart is Dennis Rodman at shooting guard. That's exactly what we need. Yeah, that's exactly what we need right there. A guard that rebounds. And listen, I'm gonna bash y'all in love right now. I'm gonna bash y'all like a big brother bashes his little brother right now. Y'all are the same folks that say Josh Hart is a great rebounder are also the same folks that are saying we need a stretch five. You hear how ridiculous this sounds? Keep Josh Hart because he can rebound. But Mitch got to go because we need a stretch five. What? What? What are y'all saying again? Wait. We need a shooting guard that rebounds and a center that plays on the perimeter. What did y'all say again? Wait a minute. I'm lost. I'm not bashing about people, man. I'm doing it in fun. This is the ultimate trolling right now. Having fun, right? Like the same crew that says Josh Hart is a great rebounder, but we need to trade Mitch for a guy that plays on the perimeter. Wait, what? What? What again? Will Salkin in the building. Will Salkin. Hey, I appreciate you, Will Salkin. Hey, I used that mellow contribution for my guy on 2K. He's still trash, though. Thank you, Will Salkin. Appreciate you. DSJ says, that's incorrect. I think we're good with Mitch, but you asked what Josh Hart does well, and I answered, no. I'm DSJ. DSJ, the ultimate troll. The DSJ is the ultimate troll, and y'all look out for DSJ, man. Hey, he's super talented, man. He got fire coming your way. AJ says, so basically, let's get rid of a great rebounder, Mitch, but we need rebounds, so keep Josh Hart. Basically. Yeah, I'm at a loss. And I did say, and DSJ is right, I did say one thing that Josh Hart does well, and I may reconsider. I reconsidered. No, I still don't want him. Sorry. How about a shooting guard that shoots and guards? How about that? Yeah, hey, you know what? And Kirill, hey, I was gonna get to that point. And Rel said, hey, shout out to We Talk Mavs. Shout out to We Talk Mavs. They got a joint coming on tonight at about Rel, what time y'all rocking tonight? At 11:30 EST? Was that like 9:30 EST? 9:30 for y'all? So yeah. Rel, y'all will take them? Okay, sweet. Do us a favor. Oh, it's 10:30 Central. Okay, cool. Y'all keep an eye out for We Talk Mavs at 10:30 Central on YouTube. So, and if y'all hadn't already, turn y'all notifications on for We Talk Mavs so that anytime they go live, y'all be able to check them out. My thing is, where we are as a team, if we are indeed further along than we think, if we're further along than we think we are, and we may be, then we may not have to do wholesale changes. We may need to keep certain pieces in place while improving around the periphery. And the first improvement around the periphery is sending Josh Hart on a red-eye flight to Dallas. That's the priority. Get Josh Hart out of here. Because I knew Tibbs was going to do it. Tibbs is going to Tib. And Rel says, Davis Bertans for Josh Hart. Done. Hey, Davis Bertans for Josh Hart. Do it. Get it done. Submit the paperwork. In case y'all can't tell, I really dislike Josh Hart's game. In case y'all can't tell. A shooting guard that can't shoot or guard. And Kev Middleton, hey, what's up, Kev? Kev says, you want to trade Josh Hart, but keep a bunch of selfish players. We was trash before Hart. I'm confused. No. So that's like three separate things, right? So the first thing is you want to trade Josh Hart. Actually, that was a joke because Josh Hart has a player option that he might decline. So we may not be able to trade him. That was a joke, right? But keep a bunch of selfish players. Those selfish players were kind of good before Josh Hart got here, right? And we was trash before Hart. I don't think we were trash. I don't think we were trash before Josh Hart. Right? I don't think we were trash before Josh Hart. But here's the thing. Don't equate how we finished the season to Josh Hart being here because they don't relate to each other. Tom Thibodeau teams always finish the season strong, period. And we have 3 years of data to support that. We have 2021, 2022, and 2023. Tom Thibodeau in the last 20 games of the season finished with a 55% 55 win percentage, however you say it, or greater in all 3 of those years. In 2021, he was 16-4, right? In 2022, he was 12-8. And in 2023, the Knicks were, I have to go back and see. Let me make sure. Let me go back and make sure I get the record absolutely right. So 0-2, 5-2, 5-5, 8-5, 8-8. The Knicks were 12-8 down the stretch. So the Knicks were 16-4, 12-8, 12-8 the last 20 games of the three. In the last 3 seasons, in that last 20 game stretch, the Knicks were 16-4, 12-8, and 12-8. So it has nothing to do with Josh Hart. And if you say, well, the Knicks should have won more games down the stretch this season, guess who was here? Josh Hart. The Knicks always finish the season strong under Tom Thibodeau. Let's not just throw this thing on here that Josh Hart is what saved the Knicks, because it didn't. The Knicks always finish the season strong under Tibbs. You heard it here first. And Ivory says Davis is no bueno. No, we trolling, bro. Yeah, we just joking. We just joking, bro. About trading Josh Hart. You can't. He's gonna have a player option that he'll probably decline. So, there's that. If I'm Josh Hart, though, the smart move would be accept your team option, right? Accept your team option, wait till the season starts, and sign an extension for 4 years for big money. The smart move would be let the Knicks have their cap space this summer. If Josh Hart is a team player, if he truly is a team player, he will let the Knicks have their cap space this summer, start the season, and then start his extension, sign his extension. Like for some of y'all love Josh Hart, so it'd be like 4 years, $84 million. Sign that when the season starts. That'll be smart on both sides. That way, Josh Hart will be here for 5 more years. Keith Turner's in the building. That'd be the smart thing to do. The smart thing for Josh Hart and the Knicks, in order to keep Josh Hart here for 5 years instead of 4, accept that player option. Right? Accept that player option. And then, do your thing. Kerry Cox, I have it. I have this on this dude that keeps pinging me says Brandon Ingram to the Knicks is done. Just like Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks is done. Y'all remember the Donovan Mitchell? Y'all remember the Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson rumors last year? How Jalen Brunson to the Knicks is done? How Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks is done? I have it on a fairly, I'm not gonna say a good report. I'm gonna say a consistent report that Brandon Ingram is a Knick for whatever it is. And I hate saying stuff like that out loud, but in fairness to y'all, a dude keep hitting me up, and I would show you the DM. I would show y'all the DM stuff, but yeah. I don't even know who this person is. I don't even know. I ain't never even met this person in real life. I ain't never met this person face to face. But like every month, he like, yo, I'm telling you. So he may be trolling. I don't know, whatever. But if he right, then whatever. Y'all know me. Y'all know I give people a chance. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be more responsible in that way. But I like to give people chances. I mean, it's the internet. So even if it's not true, at least it'd be fun to talk about. The coolest is in the building. Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Oubre. I want all three. The coolest, how do we get all three of them? Tell me how we get all three of them at the same time. I know we can get Oubre. How do you get Bridges and Johnson? How do we get Bridges and Johnson? And Kev, Mr. Middleton says every team has a Hart, Bruce Bowen, PJ Tucker glue guys with Hart. We need toughness. Jimmy would have punked the ish out of this team without Hart. He only averaged like 22 a game. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Kev, you listen. I know your point. Your ultimate point is right. I just don't think Josh Hart is right. I think your overall point is correct, right? But you can't tell us what we didn't see. You can't tell us what we saw. We saw Jimmy Butler go 3 for 10 against Grimes and roast Josh Hart. We saw it. We saw it with our own eyes. We were sitting here on a Friday night and we saw Grimes hold Jimmy Butler in check and Josh Hart come in and get roasted. We saw that. Now, if he's a bad matchup, if listen, if Josh Hart was a bad matchup for Jimmy Butler, okay, I get that part, right? No, listen, no player is perfect, especially guys that come off the bench. No players are perfect, right? But the thing about it is, let's not pretend he's perfect when he's not. Let's not pretend that he's perfect. The only defender that I saw in this playoffs that kind of slowed down Jimmy Butler was Quentin Grimes. And y'all know I think he is a ham sandwich right now. But his defense on Jimmy Butler was great, and you got to give him credit. Sherwin says Mitch, Randle, RJ, Brunson, Grimes are all keepers. I'm with you. All of them are keepers, bro. Right. No. Yeah. Hey, man, that's what I'm. No. You misunderstanding what we're saying. I'm not saying that he went off on Grimes. He didn't. He didn't go off on Grimes. He didn't. But he did rag down Josh Hart, though. He was waiting on Josh Hart to come in the game. He went and told Tibbs, hey, take Grimes out and bring Josh Hart in here. I want some Josh Hart. When I saw Josh Hart, man, Jimmy Butler was doing Josh Hart like the magnificent Don Morocco versus Tito Santana. Right? He was yo. Yeah, hey. Yo, Jimmy Butler was doing Josh Hart like Don Morocco versus Tito Santana. Like, I know you got a reputation, but let me show you who has a real reputation. And Carrillo, you making me laugh, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to get a thought out, and I saw Carrillo comment, but while I was doing the Don Morocco thing, and it made me laugh, bro. That's hilarious. Jay St. John is in the building. Refs were calling fouls left and right on Hart, but unfair to say he was getting cooked when he barely had a chance to defend. I get it. I get it. But the refs were doing that to everybody, to all Knicks. And if you let the Miami Heat fans say it, the Heat fans were saying the Knicks were getting the calls. While neither of us agree, like Mr. J and myself disagree with that, with the whole premise of the Knicks were getting calls, we felt like they were handcuffing us against Miami. The fact remains that everybody was going through it. Grimes and RJ was in foul trouble also. That's why Josh Hart entered the game. If you remember RJ and Grimes both had 3 fouls. So they had to bring in Josh Hart, and he got roasted. Virtuoso says the reverse sweep. Is it possible? I don't know. I don't know. Wiz says, are you trying to say that Butler treated Josh Hart like he was Kevin Hart? Too small. No, what I'm saying is keep Josh Hart on the bench and bring in Miles McBride. That's what I'm saying. I think RJ and Grimes did a commendable job on Jimmy Butler. Josh Hart got picked on. He's just too small. Josh Hart is too small. That's just what it is. Like, we think Josh Hart is 6'5", 220. Josh Hart is 6'4", 205. Grimes is bigger than him. RJ is bigger than him. And I know we like to buy into these theories of the little engine that could. Right? I know we like to buy. Anybody remember that? Miss Smoker, what's that movie with Mary Poppins? Oh, she can't remember. But yeah, we like to buy in to the little engine that could. We like to buy into the ant moving the rubber tree plant, right? You can't tell an ant he can't move a rubber tree plant. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. Right? I know we like to believe in that, bro. We like to believe in the underdog stuff. We like to believe that Rocky is better than Spider Rico. Right? We like to think that Rocky is better than Apollo Creed, right? Ultimately, Josh Hart at 6'4", 205, he is not bigger than Grimes. He's not stronger than Grimes. He's not bigger, stronger than RJ. When you put him on these guys, bro, when you put him on these guys, he's just not big enough. Hotline Bling is in the oh, my guy's in the building. Oh, we can get started now. Now we can get started. All right. We can get started. Paris Duggar is in the building. Paris Duggar says, but no Josh Hart, no stopping Donovan, which means no Hemi Butler matchup opportunity. That's why I like to have you here. Okay. That is valid. This is valid. Right? This is a good point. All right, Paris Duggar, this is a good point. Right? Josh Hart's defense on Donovan Mitchell. Okay. All right, let's go with that one. Yeah, okay, he did his thing. Give credit where credit is due. Right? Give credit where credit is due on that one. And Wiz says, that's right. Deuce would have been a better defender than Josh versus Miami. Deuce's wingspan longer than Hart's, and he was a better defensive fundamental plus better three-point shot. You lost me with that last part. Wiz always try to take things to the ultimate. with Miles McBride, he always try to take things to the Wiz always try to take things to the mountaintop with Miles McBride. All the things he said in the beginning, we're like, yeah, man, I'm with you, yeah, man. You know, Deuce McBride's defense on Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson and Max Strus and all them guys, that would have been something. And then Wiz gonna throw in there, and plus he got a better 3-point shot. No, Wiz, stop it. We was with you. We was with you. This is Wiz. Wiz, this is a truth-telling session, bro. Wiz taking things to the extreme. Yeah, man. But ultimately, when we're talking about making the changes, like what do we do? I don't think the Knicks are that far away. I honestly think that the Knicks are closer to championship contention than we think. And I said it last night. I'll say it here too. I think the Knicks are two years away from winning a championship. With Brunson, Randle, RJ, Mitch. Brunson, Randle, RJ, Mitch. I think we're probably 2 years away from winning a championship. Here's the thing. Grimes has to grow and get better. Has to continue to develop. Grimes has this year from year 2 to year 3, Grimes has to take a step. Now, I'm not saying be a star. You feel me? I'm not saying Grimes has to be a star, but Grimes has to take that second to third year player development step. Quickly, on the other hand, going from year 3 to year 4 has to become a veteran. All this young kid. Quickly, we were down 17 and quickly hit a three-pointer and start doing that stupid dance, pointing at his arm Bro, we down by 14 in the playoffs, and you, sir, are out here dancing because you hit a shot. And y'all know I love quickly, right? But how about being the moment? You down by 17, you hit a 3, and now you bopping back down the floor, pointing in your arm. You know what I'm saying? Come on, quickly, come on. We don't need stuff like that, bro. We need, in the playoffs, you got to be, come on. We need Grimes to continue his development, step up, and be a valuable NBA starter, right? Quickly has got to be more consistent, period. If Quickly can't be consistent, we might have to move him out of the way. Because even though Quickly and Miles McBride are my 2 favorite young players, behind RJ, of course. Y'all know how I love RJ and Quickly and Grimes. So I guess it's RJ, Quickly, Deuce, Sims, Grimes, Obi. Anyway, everybody have their own young favorite player, right? Everybody does. And we go to bat for them. But ultimately, we want all the young players to be good, right? We want all of them to be good. We want all of them to be good. But in 2 years, I'm calling it. I'm calling us a championship. I see it. And I know a lot of times y'all think I'm wrong. Y'all be like, man, Uncle Freezie be wrong. He be saying stuff. Uncle Freezie just be out here saying stuff. But when I say certain things, a lot of the times, I'm absolutely right. 2 years ago, when I told y'all there was a pathway to the Knicks making the Eastern Conference Finals, all we had to do was beat Atlanta. Guess what Atlanta did? Atlanta took that same path, and they made the Eastern Conference Finals. Right? I told y'all the Knicks shouldn't be looking for combo guards in the draft. They need to draft Trey Murphy. Remember that? Trey Murphy III. I battle G-Man for life every night on this show, saying that the Knicks need to do whatever they can do to get Trey Murphy III in the draft, because once he goes to another team, you'll never get him. And guess what? When a lot of y'all were telling me Johnny Davis was going to be a good NBA player, and I was telling y'all, no, we need to go get Ben Mathurin right now. We need to trade up in the draft to get Ben Mathurin. Guess what? And in February, I was in Orlando, Florida. I did a show in the morning just like this. I did a show just like this. And I said right then, when I was in Orlando, Florida, that the Knicks, there is a pathway to the Knicks making the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not afraid of Boston. I'm not afraid of Milwaukee. I said that in February. And a lot of y'all thought I was just talking. Maybe because I don't have panels. Maybe because I don't do panels of yes men. Or maybe I don't do shows on basic topics. I don't do shows on basic topics. Is RJ any good? Because I don't do shows like that. I'm not a basic thinker. I'm not a linear thinker. I like driving the conversation. I like complicated topics. I like drilling down on stuff. Yes, I'm going to slow you down. Yes, I'm going to ask you questions about your thoughts. Right? And so right now, I'm saying the Knicks are going to win a championship in 2 years. And I know a lot of y'all are gonna suck y'all teeth. Oh man, he just. But when we were playing New Orleans, I told Adam and I told Dre, Eastern Conference Finals, baby. Woo! Right? And most of the chat, about 65% of the chat was like, Uncle Freezie, crazy. He always be saying random stuff. But by the time the end of the playoffs got here, a lot of y'all were thinking that we should be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Right? A lot of y'all was thinking the same thing I was thinking. Right? A lot of y'all was by the time that we got to Miami, a lot of y'all was thinking the same way I'm thinking. And right now, I'm telling y'all, face to face, that the Knicks will be champs in 2 years. The only thing they have to do is get no cronyism. Only think basketball. If you just think basketball, man. If you just think basketball is clear. If you just think, if you take the Josh Hart emotion out of it, he don't fit for us. He's not the type of guy that you need to help us get to a championship. If he were a bigger player with the same skill set, then okay. If he was a 6'8" guy doing these things, right, then we'd be like, okay, that fits us. But when you're 6'4", 205 doing these things, it's not gonna work. It's just not. It's just not. And Kev says Sims would have been a great matchup for Bam. I agree. I agree with you. My only thing is because with Sims out, with Jericho Sims out, I was thinking, would Tom Thibodeau play him right here or no? Would Tom Thibodeau play this young guy or would Tom Thibodeau stick to his veterans? And Carrillo says bigger is better when same type of fun. Yeah. Because think about it. If he was 6'8", he'd be Tari Eason, Jeremy Sohan type of talent. If he was bigger. Unfortunately, he's not. He's not. And this is the unfortunate part. I have to get to a certain part. Right? I have to get to a certain part. I have to roast Julius Randle a little bit. I have to roast Julius Randle, and that's my guy. Y'all know I love Randle. I had to preface it by saying, I love Randle. Y'all know that. And I think Randle gets a bad rap. I think Randle does a lot of things. I think Randle carries this franchise at times. I think Randle off the court is a pillar of professionalism. Off the court, Randle is a pillar of professionalism. My issue with Randle is There is too much sandbagging on tape. And you can't defend it. It's too many non-effort plays on tape for us to defend it. Whether Beast is hurt or mentally he ain't there, ultimately, we need Randle to go hard. There was a Bam Adebayo dunk in the playoffs that I saw that I was like, yep, this dude is he think he too good. Randle thinks he's too good. I personally like the Randle that wants to be a star. I don't like the Randle that knows he's a star. My version of Julius Randle is when he felt like he was overworked and underappreciated. I'm going to pull up a number for you. I'm going to pull up a number for y'all just real quick to let y'all know why I am saying this about Randle, and y'all know I love Randle. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think Randle has become, on the court, Randle has become a diva. I ain't diving for no loose ball. I ain't blocking a block a shot. Don't we have shot blockers out here? I'm searching for the stat. I want to be accurate with it. That way you guys know that I'm not just picking on Randle. Oh, where is it? This season, Randle averaged 10 rebounds a game. Right, for his career, that's about right. About 9.4 rebounds, about 10 rebounds. Right. But at one point during the season, where is it? I'm looking for it. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, here it is. In March, Julius Randle averaged 7.5 rebounds a game. In February, Julius Randle averaged 8.8 rebounds a game. In January, Julius Randle averaged 13.7 rebounds a game. In December, Randle averaged 11.4 rebounds a game. Y'all see where I'm going? Y'all see where I'm going? Where I'm going with it is this. I honestly might think Randle may be playing to the numbers. Like, let me get my numbers up so I can make the All-Star team. And then after the All-Star team, after the All-Star team is, after the All-Star game, I'm going to relax. Is being an All-Star driving Julius Randle, or is being a champion driving Julius Randle? Chat, y'all tell me. Tell me. Y'all tell me. Which one y'all think? Does Randle put up great numbers in the first half only to become an all-star? I'm going to bring this up. Y'all know I love Randle, right? But I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring this up for those that think Randle chokes in the playoffs. You notice Julius Randle's pre All-Star break numbers are always great, right? Tell me if you heard this before. Oh, Julius Randle's averaging 26 and 13. Julius Randle makes the All-Star team. And then after the All-Star break, you see him complaining with the refs, not hustling. It's on tape. It's on tape. Loose balls on the ground. He not diving for loose balls. He don't care about them. And then the playoffs come and he don't even show up. Chat, y'all tell me. And you know Randle is my mans. But y'all tell me, when's the last time y'all seen Julius Randle show up in the playoffs? Chat, y'all tell me, if I'm being unfair to Julius Randle, you let me know. Trust me, I'm looking for a reason not to say this stuff. But if we have these conversations where we keep it real 24/7, that means 24/7. Am I throwing Julius Randle under the bus? Because I think I'm totally being fair to the fans. This is not, even though I'm talking about Randle, this is a conversation for you guys. Randle's a millionaire. So what? He a basketball player. This is part of the territory. When you're a public figure, you're going to get criticized and you're going to get praised. Kerry Cox says Randle was dinged up, but legit questions. Yeah, I'm asking you. Y'all know I don't want to have this conversation. I would rather just praise Randle. I would rather troll Anthony D and say Randle is better than Bernard King. I would rather just say that all day, right? But my thing is, ultimately, Randle plays great in the first half. He's 26 and 13. Y'all heard me read the numbers. Right? That man averaged 11 and a half, 13 and a half rebounds. And then after the All-Star break, I say numbers like 7 and a half. Y'all hear me? Listen, and I'm not making up these numbers. The source that I use for this is ESPN.com. As a matter of fact, I'll put it on the screen.
Notice throughout this series, right? The team that wins the hustle plays generally has won the game. Jalen Brunson tracking that ball down.
March, that man averaged 7.5 rebounds. Against Minnesota, he played 37
same order,
minutes
same time,
and had 4
every game
rebounds.
day, which means more tips for your dasher, business for your corner store, and
Chat.
just maybe a superstitious boost for your
Chat.
team. Support your neighborhood and your team with every DoorDash order.
Against Minnesota, he
Into the
played
corner,
37
Grimes, good
minutes
closeout there
and
from
had
Biles. Give him a
4
chance. There he has it,
rebounds.
stripped by Lowry. 3-on-2 developing. Strus gets denied by Randle. And it springs Brunson
And I'm not
to
bashing
2-on-1.
him.
Barry goes up strong
I'm
and
asking you
draws another
guys.
foul.
I'm asking y'all for help. Am I over the top with my love for Randle? Y'all tell me. Is ads playing? Okay, let me. That's ESPN. And I have their site muted, right? I have their site muted and they still playing. My bad, y'all. My bad. And so my thing is this: when I talk about Randle, it's one of those things where it's like, well, is he dinged it? Because Kerry Cox brought up a point. Well, is he dinged up? This is where I draw the line, right? Randle, if you dinged up, get off the floor and let Obi Toppin play. Randle, if you dinged up, if you can't perform, you got to get off the floor and let somebody else play. You got to be able to trust your teammates. Because at some point, are we listen, is this about Julius Randle making the All-Star team, or is this about the Knicks winning a championship? Because in my heart, I know Julius Randle is a great NBA player. I know this. I know basketball, some. Right? But if you dinged up, go sit. And if you're dinged up in the playoffs because of an accumulation of injuries, we should have been playing Obi. We should have been playing Randle. It's easy. It's an easy formula, right? Randle 33 minutes, Obi 15 minutes at the power forward. Not saying that Obi can't get minutes in other places, right? Obi can get minutes in other places, right? But at the power forward spot, Randle 33 minutes, Obi 15 minutes. Obi gets more minutes in diverse lineups and funky, flexible lineups. Okay. Right? Some Randle at the 5, some Obi at the 4. Them getting minutes at the same time. You feel me? So my whole thing with Randle is, listen, as y'all number one Chief Rocker, it's as simple as this. I got to keep it real with y'all all the time. Y'all know I love RJ, but when RJ was struggling, I was getting RJ too. Right? Right? When Brunson was struggling, I was getting on Brunson too. And I don't think it's fair that one player above all does not get criticism. And I like Randle, but the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie, man. I showed them to you. Do I think Julius Randle, and so I say that Julius Randle averaged 10 rebounds. That's a lot. That's a lot. A double-double, to average a double-double for a season, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. My issue is I think he can be greater than that. And I think he proved he can be greater than that. Right? I think he proved that he can be greater than that. Consistently. But you got to have a nose for it. The same Julius Randle that crashes the boards, gets rebounds in traffic, that carries a team with scoring. If we cut if we cut Randle minutes to keep him healthy for the playoffs, I think we get the best version of Julius Randle. But being a power forward is tough in the NBA. Being a big is tough in the NBA. It's physically taxing. It wears you out. Right? My thing is this. We need a more consistent Julius Randle. And I'm talking about from October 1st to July 30th, we need a consistent Julius Randle. No guy is going to get 10 rebounds in every game, right? But the reason why I point out rebounding specifically is because the aggressive Randle is the aggressive Randle. The aggressive Randle is the aggressive Randle. When he's aggressive on the boards, he's aggressive everywhere else. And I don't know if Obi is the answer. I'm merely pointing out that if you want to see a playoff Randle, you have to make sure he's a healthy Randle, right? And you have to ask Randle, Julius Randle, what's more important to you? Putting up Hall of Fame caliber numbers or winning a championship? Because 26 and 25 and 10, that's Hall of Fame caliber. Do I think he's a Hall of Famer? Of course not. Of course Julius Randle ain't a Hall of Famer. Julius Randle ain't a Hall of Famer. He ain't even close. He ain't even close. Right? But 25 and 10 are Hall of Fame numbers. 25, 10, and 4, that's Hall of Fame. That's moonwalking into the Hall of Fame. That's headlining the Hall of Fame class. 25 and 10, that's Tim Duncan-esque type number. So Anthony D asks, something about then Pastor Freezie. I don't understand. I don't understand this question. Is this what is this some type of? I don't understand what you're asking. Clearly, that's that uptown language. I don't understand uptown, Anthony D. You got to speak regular talk to us. Anthony D, you gotta talk, you gotta speak regular talk. You gotta talk that regular street talk that we used to hearing. I don't understand the uptown corporate talk. Anthony D is speaking Manhattan to me. I don't speak Manhattan. I'm sorry. I'm just a regular guy. I'm just a regular dude, bro. I don't speak. I don't speak Tribeca. I'm sorry, man. You gotta speak some. The ghetto intellect in the building was good. Anthony D is out here speaking Soho to me. I don't understand. I don't understand the lingo from the Upper East Side. You got to break it down for me. I'm more of a South Bronx, Queens get the money type of guy. My people from the 718. I used to spend summers in the Bronx. I'm from Jersey City, so I don't understand. AD, I don't understand. Soho. I don't get it. I don't understand. Wi-Fi and $11 coffees. I don't understand $11 coffee talk. So you gotta keep it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it real with me. You gotta keep it simple. And shout out to my people from Manhattan, by the way. Yeah, but are Randle's numbers? What are we getting from Randle? I'd love to talk to him about it, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And not in no weird, I'm gonna get you sucker type of way, but being honest, like an honest conversation. Right? Hey, yeah, GI. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Harlem, USA. Shout out to Harlem. Randle's disappearance in the playoffs 2 seasons in a row makes me think, is he dinged up? Does he only care about All-Star games? DSJ, down here where I'm at, bro, that coffee gonna be $2.09. And I'm gonna be like, what? $2.09? You better put some extra creamer in there. Yeah. Johnny Davis is in the building. I see you. 110 in Lexington. Let's go. Let's get it. And listen, and Mr. Cox has a point, right? I want to move away from Randle, but the thing is abundantly clear when I do this. Okay. So y'all know how I feel about simple shows. Like these right here, my thing is I always want to have y'all think along with me so y'all can help me process some of these difficult topics. Right? So y'all can help me process these difficult. We moving. Listen, we are all one. Like we are all Knicks fans, right? We are all Knicks fans. So when I bring up these topics, I'm not disparaging the organization. I'm asking a legit question. Does Julius Randle care about winning? And I know on other YouTube shows, they're going to say stuff like, should we fire Tibbs? Yes or no? That ain't my bag. That ain't me. That ain't my bag. I ain't gonna be out here. I ain't gonna be out here like with these simple topics. This ain't. So if you're not really a thinker, if you ain't really vibing like that, it might not be for you. And listen, if I throw these topics out and it rock your boat a little bit, this is exactly where you need to be. Right? If I throw out a topic and it rocks your boat, you're like, what's Uncle Freezie talk about? You are in the perfect place. You are in the perfect place. Right? Because we are boat rockers. That's what we want to do. We want to drive each other to think about things differently. We want to drive each other to think about things differently. Not just what Bill Pito tell us or Ian Bagley. Ian Bagley said such and such, so that's how I have to think. If that's your mindset and you came here, then put your life preserver on. Right? Oh, I got somebody back. Hold on.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you.
Yo.
What up, Freezie?
Hey, man. Hey,
Yeah.
Keith Turner says Julius works too hard not to care. The guy is a gym rat. Keith Turner, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. But the word is care, and I'm asking you, care about what? I know he cares, but what is his priority? Is his priority being a star, or is his priority winning a championship? And asking that honestly, if he says he wants to be a star in the NBA, I don't have an issue with either way he goes. Right? Because ultimately, the Knicks need a star to win.
True that. Oh, man. The question was posed a couple of days ago also, which is really great that you pose these more abstract, more, less taken kind of questions that keeps us engaged. Because the other question I was posed is, can we survive and maybe it wasn't posed as a question, but simply an observation that you made with a first quarter or first half Randle, third quarter Barrett, and fourth quarter Brunson.
Right.
Now the question is, are we going to survive with a first half of the season Randle, second half once he makes his All-Star and his All-NBA, claim to fame?
Okay. Okay. Wacko says Julius Randle is a regular season fool's goal in the playoffs.
I know.
He says he's a regular season star, but fool's goal in the playoffs. Is it that his game is not sustainable, or he just can't step his game up to the next level? That question is for Wacko. Wacko, is it that his game is not sustainable for 100 or so games, or he has just reached his ceiling and that he can't step his game up anymore?
Wow. That's a question that Wacko got to give us an answer to, because I'm sorry, but right now for me, I'm trying to see who, because Randle plays hard. I mean, again, for those who think we hate on him, we acknowledge Randle is an all-star, all-NBA player who puts up great numbers in the first part of the season, and post All-Star and playoff, the numbers dwindle over time.
Okay.
And is he a hard worker when he's on the court during the first part of the season, the first 60 games? Absolutely. He's working whatever, he's just putting all the work. He's putting the work in. He's getting those points, getting those boards. A lot of times getting the assist as well. So he's hustling. Is he putting out so much energy in 60 games that, yes, after 60 games, he's worn down physically or mentally or emotionally or something else, that he just can't maintain that intensity throughout the year? And is that something that should be adjusted, where he has, maybe by load management, so to speak, self-imposed during the first 60 games, or by his coach, and then he's be able to expend more energy in the second half, or it's just that he does not have that, whatever that thing is, that when you need to step up, you step up, which is generally end of the season, jockey for position, or playoff time, where the pressure is its highest and the lights are its brightest. I'm leaning towards he's an elite athlete who can physically maintain everything he did in the first half or first 60 games. So I think the lights are maybe a little too bright and the pressure is too much for him to then maintain the kind of game he needs to maintain. And it's all mental.
Okay. All right. Yo, what's up, Adam?
Yo, what up, boss? Wiz, salute to the chat, salute to the panel.
Yeah. So Sherwin said, blame our lack of shooters. If we hit our shots, the lanes would have been opened up for Randle. I agree with that. I think that's smart. I think what Sherman said is very smart.
Wow.
And DSJ says, y'all got to stop
So
separating All-Star and All-NBA. Name a player that's All-NBA that's not an All-Star. I understand. I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. We go. Yeah.
okay. I mean, we just want to just name all his accolades, though. I think the man deserves to have his accolades named. I mean, it's almost like, when they talk about, which funny enough, I just called the VA because I cared for my DD214, and I'm gonna try to get a veterans card with, I don't have any disabilities, right? So
Okay.
So normally people with disabilities have a veterans ID card with the percentage of how much they get.
Yeah.
But they say I can get a 0% one just to have the card because I lost my my military ID card. So I want to have it. So during those days, Veterans Days and stuff, you can get like a 90% off at one of those restaurants,
Yeah.
Waffle House or whatever.
Yeah.
So but
Hey,
it's
thank you
almost
for
like,
your service too, by the way.
say it again.
Thank you for your service.
Oh no, my pleasure, man. Thank you for yours, man. I appreciate you, man. So I was thinking about it's almost like when your name, talking about if I talk about you as a honorable discharge, soldier with a silver heart, whatever, silver star or something. You don't dismiss saying honorable discharge because if you got a silver star, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be honorable discharge. It goes
Yeah.
without saying, right?
Yeah, it
So,
goes without saying. Yeah.
but you still want to acknowledge that you've been what your accomplishments are. So I still want to continue saying All Star, All NBA, MVP, NBA champion, because you can always say, oh well, if he was the MVP of the finals, was he needed champion also? Well, I mean, of course, generally that's the case. I've not seen a case where it wasn't, right? Where the team that won didn't have the MVP. Has it ever happened? It should have happened with LeBron, against Golden State. But has it ever happened where the MVP of the finals, NBA finals, wasn't on the winning team? So I'm just saying I like to give a man acknowledgement because if I don't, by the way, if we don't, Smokey Nick's gonna come out and be like, he's also all NBA. I'm like, okay, we got you.
Yeah.
But anyway. But okay, how about if I say this? When you name 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA, because that may not always coincide, where you could be an All-Star, different, you could be an All-NBA multiple times without being an All-Star. So I'm going to name the number of times. So, okay, maybe that's a much better way to put it. 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Now I can go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, Adam, what you got, boss?
What are we talking about? What's the topic?
So you didn't listen to Wiz? Yeah.
I don't know.
Adam tuned you out. Adam tuned you out, bro.
I don't know what was talking about.
He was dialing in. That's why when you checking on do StreamYard, there's a time when you have zero. I mean, I'm gonna check it after that. But basically, Adam, our thought is Julius Randle, a first half star or a non-performer during pressure moments like playoffs. Those basically multiple, those within those parameters.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what Julius Randle is going to come out for next season, but this team needs to have some changes, and it starts with the coach.
Okay.
The Tibbs is still coaching. You're not going to see any stars come to New York.
Okay.
I feel Tibbs is the problem. That's not bringing stars to New York. And the way he's coaching the players, you're not going to see any players like Kuzma or Alexander or Ingram want to play for a coach like that, the way he's coaching.
Okay. King Ribby in the building. What's good, man?
Salute Freezie.
How you
Salute
been, bro?
Adam. Salute Wiz. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm
Salute.
Salute, Ruby.
I got two things I gotta say.
Okay.
Alright, so with the Julius thing, I feel like he's okay, to be honest. It's just we need like somebody else, like a real, like a vet, like somebody that could calm him down. You get what I'm saying? Like yo, chill out. You get what I'm saying? Like it's the time, so he don't be spazzing out and things like that.
Right.
Then the other thing is, I think we need like a real point guard, like a Mike Conley or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a real efficient point guard that could like slow this temper down, because Jalen Brunson, I don't consider him like a real like point guard, to be honest.
So what is a real point guard? In your
No,
opinion?
it's not like I don't consider him a point guard.
No. I'm asking. I'm not picking on what you're saying. I'm asking you to clarify. Like, what is a real point guard? In your opinion?
Like
as far as like Paul type?
Say it again.
Like a Chris Paul type?
Nah.
Okay.
Like Mike Conley. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody that like don't want to score as much. You get what I'm saying? They more on the assist level. They want to get other people in tune.
Okay.
And they would be good.
So
that's what I feel.
So you want to get that player as a backup or a starter?
No, that's a backup.
Okay. All right. Because you can, in theory, you can go find a tall point guard, a tall athlete that can do that to play beside Brunson, and then on the defensive end, Brunson will guard the smaller guard, and that taller guard will guard the taller guard.
Well, either way, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm not dismissing what you're saying. I just want for clarity, because I mentioned the same thing last night and 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
That ideally the best type of guard to go with Jalen Brunson is Luka. A Luka type point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course we won't find one as good as Luka, because Luka is generational, like 1 in a million. Right? But I'm talking about in that archetype. Like I'm gonna throw a name out there, and it burns my tongue to even say it. And for those that have been rocking with me for these 2+ years, when I say this name, it's gonna it's gonna taste like lemon on my tongue. Right? But I would suggest Spencer Dinwiddie.
Mm-hmm. He tall too.
Yeah.
Wow. Like 6'5".
Yeah, like 6'5", 6'6". Yeah.
Yeah. But don't he got like a little beef? No, what? It don't matter.
I'm saying, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm saying, like, don't they got like a little? It's not gonna affect like the little Brooklyn and Knicks, or that don't play a part in it.
Yeah, he talks trash about the Knicks every chance he gets.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, with him coming over here, it's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And y'all know, and so for somebody that's been around for a long time, like Wacko's been around for a long time, right? So when Wacko hears me say Spencer Dinwiddie, he know that I dislike Spencer Dinwiddie, right? Like Wacko been around for a minute, so he knows I dislike Spencer Dinwiddie. But if getting a Spencer Dinwiddie helps his team win a championship, I don't care.
I agree.
Same here.
Because to be honest, like looking at it, like how we got thrown out and stuff like that, and like how the playoffs look right now, like, oh my God, like I think we would have beat Miami for sure. We would have beat Boston. We would have been on Denver right now.
Right.
Like it is crazy.
Hey, King Ribby, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just throw this out here. I'm just making an assumption. But you sound like an old head from probably Queens area. Probably you sound like an old head, huh?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You sound like an old head from Brooklyn. But no, before I get into that point, let me do this real quick before I get into that point. Beat is so fire. I think it's a competition between y'all intros, bro.
Yo,
what's good, Greeny?
I need a beat, man.
Yo, what's good? Salute to everybody on the panel. Uncle Freezie, Wiz, Ribby, Adam. Big shout out to everybody. Hope you're having a great day.
What up, Greeny?
Oh, really?
Good, man.
Yeah, man. Brooklyn keeps on taking it in the building. What's good? But hey, but Ribby, but King Ribby, my point that I'm getting at is the way that you broke that down. It gives me the vibe that you don't watch too much basketball to be patient. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm sensing that you want to make changes right away and may not want to wait on these kids to develop.
No. Absolutely no. Not.
Okay. So you would be okay. So you would be okay with the Knicks being patient, letting the kids develop.
It's only one problem, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I know if I'm gonna get tomatoes and stuff like that, but
you from Brooklyn, so you about to say RJ
all right,
gotta
so
go.
Listen, all right, so
he from Brooklyn. You about to say RJ gotta go?
Hell no, RJ, that's my favorite player. So
okay,
I'm not gonna say he gotta go.
Okay.
But listen, like we need like a wing, like a somebody that's like 6'8", 6'9", or something like that. Cause like we too small.
Right.
Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't got no height.
Right.
But who will you replace? In this lineup, starting lineup, or just the bench piece?
Yeah, man. What's his name?
Grimes.
I gotta say it, man. But yeah, man.
To be honest, Grimes is not the person we need to target. He need to stay. Grimes need to chill.
Are we talking about Greeny? Are we talking about taking him out of the lineup or taking him off the team?
No. I think Grimes should stay in the starting lineup. I think what we need help is on our bench.
Exactly.
We need help with the bench. That's really what it is. Josh Hart is not a bench player that's gonna be the scorer off the bench. You need somebody that's gonna be that scorer off the bench. Like Emmanuel Quickly is the scorer, but they was running Emmanuel Quickly out of his spots and off the 3-point line. So you need another person to be the scorer.
Like we can't get like we can't like put like Fournier, Rose, and like 2 picks or something like that to get like a good wing defender.
I don't. Do you have to pay that much for a wing defender?
I mean, no, that now.
Can you just offer Cam Johnson the bag in restricted free agency?
We don't have that much. We don't have that much money. We don't have no money, right?
Yeah, we have to.
No, we don't have no money to sign a free
You
agent.
have to.
We have no money.
Well, but,
12 billion, right?
yeah. So we're just above the. We're just above the first. We're just above the salary cap. I think we're like $4 million over the salary cap.
It's Fournier and Rose contract, man.
That's like $33 million right
Yeah.
now. That's like $34 million. So in my mind, if you dare I say, use some draft capital to get rid of Fournier, then you can bring in Cam Johnson.
See, we perfect then.
Yeah. Chat, do y'all even like Cam Johnson? Cam Johnson is a 6'9" defender that can get scorching hot from 3. If y'all remember, Cam Johnson scored 37 on us in Phoenix. Greeny, you remember the game Randle got kicked out of? Cam Johnson kept shoving him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And
now, Cam Johnson is a move. I wouldn't. That wouldn't be a bad move for us.
From the Nets?
Yes.
Yeah. Cam Johnson is not bad. I could take Cam Johnson because number one, he's a reliable shooter. Yep. Number two, he shows up. He impacts the game other ways than just shooting, and he's a consistent shooter as well as that player that might explode. Like he's that player that he might go off tonight. You never know.
I would rather.
So, and that's why I like Cam.
I would rather give him the money than give that money to Kyle Kuzma.
Yes.
That's my opinion.
I agree.
Right. That is my opinion. Cam Johnson over Kyle Kuzma. Right. But at the same time, Cam Johnson is so switchable on defense. If you can imagine a lineup with Mitchell Robinson, Cam Johnson, Grimes, and Deuce McBride in it, and quickly, bro, a cat might not even get a shot off.
And I like to what you're saying, to back what you're saying, you're totally right, Uncle Freezie. We could have Cam Johnson playing anywhere from 2 to 4 on the lineup with the Knicks because of his size and the way he can impact the game.
His flexibility, yeah. The only thing about it is Cam Johnson is going. He gonna want the bag. He gonna want the bag.
Fournier and Rose.
Fournier and Rose.
People saying they'll pass on Cam Johnson. I mean, if you're gonna pass on Cam Johnson, who are you going to pick up right now to replace? That's possibly gonna be in that age range, who's gonna impact the game the way they do and shoot the ball as well as they do.
Right.
Like his age is the biggest thing for me. Like you throw him on the Knicks team, come on, like how young? We're still young.
That's a fact.
And not to mention, you may need somebody that can defend Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have a young team. People and fans tend to forget that. Like Hartenstein is 24 years old. He's not old. That's a young player. He looks old, yes, but he is young.
Oh, I thought he was 23.
Yeah, he's 20. He just turned 24. I think his birthday was like a couple weeks ago.
Sherwin said Cam can't defend Tatum or Brown. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
You say Cam can't defend Tatum or Brown, but made the guy that averaged 25 and 10 storm off the court. I'm just saying. And hit the game winner. And he hit the game winner that same game.
Yep.
How many times we played the Celtics?
4.
And
How many times we won? You said 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take Cam Johnson. And another reason why I'll take Cam Johnson is because Cam Johnson, when he was on the Phoenix Suns, he continued to show up when he's on the 5th or 4th option on the Suns? 6th option, maybe? I'll take that, bro.
Yeah, tough.
I think I might take that. Yeah. Yeah. I think I might. Yeah. I think I take Cam Johnson and Tom Thibodeau's defense.
If he wasn't available, then who else would it be? If
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I said if he wasn't available, like if he get moved or whatever, get traded or something like that, or signed to somebody else, then who else would it be?
I'm not sure because
Tom Thibodeau's defense. You gotta get that in perspective.
I just set my heart on Cam Johnson.
Oh, okay.
I just set my heart on Cam Johnson, bro. I legit feel like it's Cam Johnson or bust right now. I'm looking at his numbers behind the scenes. I'm looking at Cam Johnson's numbers behind the scenes. Yeah, it's Cam Johnson or bust for me.
I'm not even looking at the numbers, Uncle Freezie, and I could just tell you, like, all right, would you want Cam Johnson getting the ball on a kick out 3 to potentially put the ball on the ground, or would you like to kick it out to Evan Fournier? And then you have to think about the other side of the floor. Do you want Evan Fournier guarding Tatum, or do you want Cam Johnson guarding Tatum?
Yeah. We're in a tough spot, man. Because when Sherwin brings up Trey Murphy, man, I'm like, okay, that's my guy. Sherwin know how to get at me. Trey
Murphy is my guy too. Yeah. He's my guy too. I ain't gonna lie. But we missed the opportunity. Like, we missed it a plenty of time. We always do this. The Knicks miss guys and then try to go get them later. Like,
right. Yeah. So yeah. I think I gotta take Trey Murphy in that one. But in all others, I'm Cam Johnson. You feel me? It's like, why would I don't know. I don't know, Greeny. I'm with you though, man. Cam Johnson. He new to the equation. I need to ask some basketball minds about Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson in the postseason averaged 18.5 points per game on 42.9% shooting from the 3-point line. In the postseason, this is not the regular season. I'm talking about when it matters.
Yeah.
As well as shooting 85.7% from the free throw line. With the Knicks struggle, the two biggest things the Knicks struggle with in the postseason.
How much are you paying them?
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. That's because he's, like you said, he's gonna ask for the bag. He's gonna ask for the bag.
That's tough.
It's tough. It's tough because he's gonna ask for the bag. He's a young player. His well, he's not really that young. He's getting older now.
Yeah. But he was older. Now. He was an older rookie though.
He was an older draft, right? Yeah. See, that's So like I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. He's gonna ask for the bag.
What's the bag? Sorry to cut you off, Freezie.
No.
He's gonna ask for probably 15 or some upper 15, like at least a year. Like he's gonna try to get that.
Yeah.
You gotta understand the wing position right now in the league is like scarce.
Nah, that's
like super scarce.
Yeah. Do you offer him $25 million a year?
Ooh, that's tough.
No.
That's tough.
Do you offer him $27 million a year?
What?
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson 27 a year. Even though it's declining, but nah.
I'm somewhere around like 3 years, maybe like 49.
No, he ain't 16 million. He ain't taking that.
Bro, I'm not giving you
Matter of fact, Cam Johnson gonna be like, Greeny, meet me outside.
I was gonna say maybe 3 years 60, but I don't know, man. I can't. I don't know about 20 mil. I'm giving you 20 mil, and you only average 15 for your career. Like,
yeah,
nah.
but he was.
That's what I said. I don't know.
20 million a year. That's reasonable.
Yeah, and for one, let me tell y'all something, bro. If y'all think Cam Johnson don't deserve 20 mil, y'all watch and see what the Knicks pay Josh Hart.
Fournier
is
averaging 18 million a year. He on the bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if Fournier making 19 and he don't even play, so you know what the Knicks are going to give Josh Hart.
But Fournier got paid because of what he did. He didn't get paid for what he was going to do.
Oh God,
bro.
About D Rose.
D Rose got paid for what he did.
Yeah, not what he's gonna do. Yeah.
He didn't get paid for what he's gonna do.
Yeah. If
like I'm just looking at, he didn't even play all the games in none of the seasons he's been in.
Yes.
No seasons, no Phoenix or Nets. He has not. I mean, we obviously know he didn't play all the games Nets, but he didn't play no games, none. He didn't start over 30 games. I can't just give you 20 million.
Yeah.
What you giving quickly?
I'm gonna sign all the free agents first.
I'm just saying, the number that you're gonna give quickly has to be right around the same number that you're giving Johnson, because their stats are equivalent and they impact the game probably the same.
Nah, hear me out on it, because there's a strategy to it. I understood the question. I'm just what I'm saying is I'm just gonna do it in a specific order.
Bet.
Right. So I'm going to get Cam Johnson. Whatever we were gonna pay Josh Hart, I'm going to give that to Cameron Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Whatever it is. Because Cam Johnson is just a better player. You know what I'm saying? Any scenario where we think Josh Hart is better than Cam Johnson is dumb. Right?
Agreed.
So I'm giving Cam Johnson Josh Hart's money somewhere starting at 17 mil is, I think, what he's going to be asking for. But I think the suitors, they're going to be so many. See, because the thing about Cam Johnson, it's not about what he should get. It's about his worth. So he should get about 17, 18 mil a year. But all teams are looking at these multi-dimensional, flexible defenders that can shoot the 3 and D, that fit into these systems. So he should get 17. I'm thinking he's going to get somewhere around 24, 25 because of the market.
Jeez.
So with that said, I'm comfortable with giving Cam 20 somewhere. The ceiling is 20. I don't want to give him more than that. I actually don't want to give him more than 17, but I know I'm going to be bidding against other teams. Right? Quickly, I think you start quickly at 18, somewhere between 18 and 21. I saw the Low Post podcast. They think quickly is 4 years, 88 million. 22 mil a year. They think that's what quickly is worth. And this is on a Low Post podcast like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. This is before the Knicks lost and were out of the playoffs. They thought quickly at the beginning of the playoffs was at least 4 for 88. Some people think they can go with 4 for 92.
When I said I would give Josh Hart 3 for 40, what is it, 49? I said that would have been 16.3 million a year. For Cam Johnson. Yeah, I'm sorry, not Josh Hart. Yeah, Cam Johnson. Yeah, that would have been 16.3 a year at 3 years for 49.
Okay.
So that's right in your alleyway, because you say you don't want to pay him more than 17.
Yeah, I'm comfortable in that area. I'm comfortable in that area, but I don't believe. I think the market is going to drive up the price on Quickly and on Cam Johnson. I think the smart play for the Knicks is let Quickly go to restricted free agency and see what teams offer him and match it. I think that's the smart play for the Knicks.
But to be honest with you, I think Quickly want to start.
I know.
There's a lot of little teams that he could start on.
And I want a Ferrari, right? but I can't afford, no lie. Even though I hang out with Greeny, I can't afford a car payment of $3,200 a month. I can't afford that. You feel me? Even though I hang out with Greeny, I don't have Greeny type money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, it's a team that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna offer him, you know, and offer him that starting role.
Yeah. Mr. Rivera is in the building. What's good, boss? You. Yeah, we're in a weird space, bro. Because King Ribby, let me ask you this. Would you trade one of those first round picks to get rid of Fournier in order to clear up cap space to go get a Cam Johnson?
I would.
Like, I'm with Adam.
Okay.
It got to be like a late one, probably like a 2027 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would.
Yeah. It's a tough spot. Yo, I gotta go. I gotta run. Thank y'all for coming up, hopping on with me and rocking King Ribby. We got to continue this conversation, bro, because you just set it off, and I want to continue it. I just can't continue it right now. I got to get out of here and get some stuff done. Yeah, I'm gonna try to start the Knicks at Night podcast at 10.
All right.
And then you know what I'm saying, and then go from there. I'm gonna try to. If I can, I can. If I can't, you already know the vibes. My heart is there.
We know.
But the schedule may not be. So anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.